on 95.3 FM in Windhoek, Desert Radio. The Bold Voice.
And we will now be getting into conversation with All People's Party parliamentarian, that is Maria Kamutali. Now, Maria Kamutali has called for the establishment of virginity festivals, also known as Litembu ceremonies, in the Kavango and Zambezi regions. She says the festival teaches girls the importance of keeping their virginity intact. Now, this comes after the government in 2012 endorsed the traditional initiation event called Olufuko, which also has the support of founding President Sam Nujoma as the patron. She argued that when a girl reaches sexual maturity stage, she is supposed to be taught the importance of her virginity. Maria, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us.
Morning.
How are you on this Wednesday morning?
Fine, thank you, sir.
We are doing absolutely fine. Once again, thank you for joining us. And to jump right into our conversation this morning, Maria, I think just give us more information on this idea of a virginity festival, what this would entail and what this means.
Actually, what I mean if I say Litembu. Litembu in our culture, if a girl reach a stage for first, when the girl is going to see a first period, we call it Litembu.
Okay.
Then when you see that first period in the old days now, when I grow up, you are the first person that you are going to communicate with is your grandmother. And then the grandmother, when he's going to hear that news, then is also going to communicate also to some elders, woman. Then they are going to take you out of the house. They are going to keep you somewhere, but just nearby the house. Then that house we called it sitete. You cannot be mixed with some people there because the men or the young boys, they cannot see you in that stage. They are going to keep you in that house called sitete for some days, and then the old men, the old women, they are going to organize now some like a festival. Like now they say that Rifeste, we call it Rifeste. Now the whole region, now the whole village, they are now coming to support for that festival. And then also now in the village, all the girls now, they are going to have a same day with you, a period. All of them also, they are going to come. Now, in those days now, when you are in that room called Sitete, they will teach you many things that you cannot, when now you reach now in the stage that the maturity, now unification of, you are now, the sign of maturity that you are now, you cannot, the men cannot touch you. If the men can touch you, you are going to lose your virginity. You must keep your virginity until you are going to have your husband. That's why now I saw that one is very important. And they are going to teach you that a woman is very important. It's not only any man can see your body, no. That's a secret now, what I think that is very, very important. That current now, like now today, the girl, you can get a girl with 12 years. She's already know the men. When they are going, because there is no education now, we lost our culture. That the girls now, they don't have respect. They respect that I must keep my virginity until I'm going to reach the stage to have my own husband. Yeah. That's why now I think that we must go back to our roots. Now it's very, very, very dangerous. If you see now how many children now that have HIV, starting from 12 years up to 24 years, we don't have mothers in this country. We don't have mothers. And I'm not agree that now, currently now, the system now is failing the girls now. You cannot tell a girl child that he must need a protection that she cannot get pregnant. It's totally wrong. To my understanding, it's wrong. Because it's no protection. Yes, she can use a protection that she cannot get pregnant so that she can go to school. It's fine. But my fear is, even if she can get educated, but she's already infected with HIV. And HIV is not disease that a person can ignore, that maybe you are going to get cured. Yes, you can get only the medication that maybe just to take you some years, but you know already that you are not in good condition.
Maria, let me just come in there. In 2022, where life has become a bit more liberal than it has ever been, right? There are many people, not only girls, that profess to be sexually liberated. Against this backdrop, would you say that festivities like this, practices like this, are still relevant in this day and age?
Yes, unfortunately, because now, if you can see now, just go to the village or even here in the town. Where's the value of a girl woman? Where? It's very shame. When I grow up to what I can see now, it's very shame of. It's no respect. A woman you must respect yourself. It's not every man must know your body. No. You must wait. It does not mean that even if you grow up that some of our, like now, it's a different modern issue, say, but now when we grow up, like me, when I grow up, my grandmother used to tell me that if the men want you, he told you that I love you, the man will not touch your body. He will not go to sleep with you. The man, if the man will tell you that I've been loving with you, and then the man will ask you directly that you must go and do sex with him, he does not love you. He wants just to test, just testing you. That's why you see that if a man today, you just come and proposing you, then you go with him to the bed. Tomorrow the man will not come because the interest for him is only finished in that moment. That's why you must respect yourself. We must teach our girls. It's not all the men they are used to propose a woman that maybe he love her, that woman. No, it's just to test her. When you're going to see your body, then that man is going to disappear. That's not love.
Now, Maria, from what I'm understanding, what you're saying is that a lot of the purpose of why you want these festivals to continue is so that young girls are educated on, their sexuality. Yes. In a way that allows them to make sure that they can protect it, know how to keep themselves safe, right? Yes. So would it not be better practice then to advocate for improved sexuality and reproductive health education rather than succumbing them to the process of virginity testing, which can be very invasive and can be seen as a violation of their privacy?
No, yes, because now that one is human right. It's human right. To my culture, is no. If a girl been if a girl been teach that you must behave that dignity for a woman. That's not violation of right. Because to me, to my understanding, now violation of humanity right is because of these things came of politic, and this is not our culture. That is a culture of the whites. To tell you straightforward, to my understanding, because I'm a person who grew up in culture. If my grandmother is going to tell me that, you Maria, from now on, because now we know that now you reach to the stage that you cannot play with the men. That does not mean that my grandmother is taking me my right. No, it's educated me that I cannot go with any men until I'm going to reach my stage to have my own men to go to marry me. Yes. In those days, because if you are going to the first day with your husband, all the people, they will come to see where you slept. Because if there is no blood there where you slept, then they are going to see that, okay, this girl, he lost already his virginity. You see? To my understanding, is a person, is an African woman. To me, is very proud. If I'm going to teach my granddaughters that you cannot lose your virginity until you are going to get married. To me, it's not, I'm not taking his right, no. I want only to protect her. I want only to protect her so that she cannot go to any man until she's going to reach their maturity. Not like now, 10 years old. What is this? Now you want to tell me that's a woman right? 10 years girl is already been, she know already sex. What is this? Huh? To me, people, I know that yes, it's modern life that now is here in this country, but we cannot lose our culture, where we're coming from.
Maria,
we must mix up modern life and also our culture.
Exactly, if I may, Maria, exactly on that point of mixing up. What then do you say to, let's say, a 21-year-old girl who is still very, very, set deeply into her cultural beliefs and practices and systems, but wants to be sexually liberated herself and perhaps wants to explore her sexuality before marriage? What then do you say to somebody in that position?
The problem now here is, some days ago, I saw that there is a launching go on this country, say that is a child, this is my right. This is my right. My right to do anything or to right to do to my life. To my understanding, that one is wrong.
How so?
It's wrong because now if a boy or girl, especially a girl, if now entering in that idea, she's going to do anything that she want to do. She can go to, like now there is a thing said that the girl can go and do abortion because there is unwanted pregnancy. What is this? What is this? That the girl is allowed to go and do abortion for unwanted pregnancy.
Where then, Maria, do you draw the line between individual autonomy, doing what you want to do with your body, with yourself, which is enshrined in, many documents within the country? Where do you draw the line between that and, sticking to cultural practices?
Me, I'm not going to support that one said that a girl can do to his body the ways you want. No, that one I'm not going to support. I'm going to support my culture. To teach a girl what is important for a girl. That one I'm going to support. And I'm not going to support that a girl can do what she wants to do. No, that one I'm not going to support. She can get a family planning. She can do what she wants to do, or maybe she wants to get a pregnancy. If she wants to go to divorce that girl, that pregnancy, to me, is sin to my culture. A girl must be told that you cannot do sex when you are not matured. You must wait. You can go to school. Because you can go to school, you can be educated. When you reach the time that you are matured, you can now get a man, and then it's fine. That one I can support. Let me tell you one thing that I was experienced when I was I was a school board in 2005 at Maria Kamutali Secondary School. You can go there and find the information. I was there 2005, 6, 7, 8 until 9. I was always tell the girl what is important of the girl. And I don't have experience that maybe the teacher did not tell me that how many girls get pregnant in that school. I was tell them always what is important to the woman. You must have your virginity before you get married. Yeah.
Now, Maria, I think that the conversations that we're having in the country around sexual health and reproductive health and how we educate young people on that is really picking up steam and is very much in the same trajectory of saying, young people should be taught these things in order for them to know how to protect themselves. But with the virginity testing specifically, I think the contention comes in with some saying that the practice of virginity testing is primitive and archaic and should for that reason be classified as harmful to society. The practice being that it is literally a penetration of the girl to see whether that hymen, that vaginal tissue is still intact, right? So taking into consideration your position on the tradition of, virginity testing to in fact make sure that girls are being kept safe and their virginity is being kept intact, and also wanting to educate them on sexuality and sexual liberty. How do we perhaps then bring a bridge in this modern day so that the practice itself, which is viewed as primitive and archaic, can be translated into something that is more understood as sexual education?
The problem is, you cannot tell me today that it's premature, or maybe modern life, it was not so good. The modern life protecting us, like me, I'm sitting here, it protecting me to have value of a woman. And I'm not going to argue that maybe the modern life also is not good. But the modern life only that I don't like it. You cannot tell my granddaughter now that she must go and take a family planning. To do what? For what? 14 years old. In the school, they tell them that you must go and take a family planning. For what? It's not yet in the stage that she must have the right to do those things. We must take. Me, I'm not in that world. I'm not in that world. Me, I respect my culture, and where I'm stay, my granddaughter and my people are surrounding me. I used to tell the girls the value of a man, of a woman. It's an African woman, a value. Not a girl with 14 years is already that she must use injection. Let us state that girl is not going to get children. What's this? No, to me, in that modern life, I'm not agree with this life.
Now, Maria, just as we are closing down our conversation, look, there are also many growing concerns around this particular issue of virginity testing over sexual abuse of young girls, right? I think based on that, don't you think that then such practices expose young women to abuse of any sort, in particular sexual abuse, which many people have been concerned about? What are your thoughts on that?
My thought when I grow up, I always remember I used to refer when I grow up. I grow up in the house that people like too much traditional. And also, those days in the school there was Bible. People there used to teach us that this one is sin and this one is not sin. That's why I said that this life now today that our children have been followed, to me is very difficult. And I'm never going to support the idea to tell young children that they must just continue with their life to do what they want to do. No. I will stick to my traditional because I want to help the youngsters.
But Maria, what would you say to those particular growing concerns of abuse of any sort during these practices? Is that a possibility? Are people just pulling this out and sucking it out of their thumbs? Or is this something that has been seen when virginity testing does take place? Are young girls exposed to abuse of any sort, it's particularly sexual abuse, during the practice of virginity testing?
Sexual abuse is now these days. That's why, let me just maybe I don't know now how I'm going to respond in this issue. Like if you go to the north, where this Olufuko, there used to happen there in Olufuko, you can see those girls. You can see those girls. They are some way different. The understanding of them is different with this girl. They never go in that process. But now, to me, to my understanding now, if a person is going to tell me that maybe if a Olufuko festival or Litembu is primitive, I don't know now. I don't understand. Maybe I need too much clarity to tell me why should an African person say that we must leave our culture to come all the things in modern life. I don't understand. My issue here is we must mix up. Or if maybe the way in olden days, maybe the girls they used to put in shitete, maybe for 1 month there, maybe we must just change it, but we must teach the girls that you cannot go early to do sex when you are not reach the age. Maybe. I don't know.
All right. Well, Maria, I think this is a conversation that we would like to dig more into, and will very likely be something that the Namibian nation continues to talk about, especially, as a parliamentarian, this is a topic that you've brought to the forefront. But unfortunately, in this moment in time, we have run out of time for the morning, but we do appreciate that you've come into studio to talk to us a little bit more about this.
Thank you.